for clarity. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, the first is we don't prefer leakage to storage. We are willing to accept the risk of leakage um, because it will allow us to store things that we want. But
Okay.
we implicitly
Yes.
accept that if we store something in a form that people can see, that the wrong people might at some stage be able to see it. And that's the super user model, and that's the model of exposed knowledge that we often talk about, where we need to see each other's work in order to verify it. So it's a very strong statement at the moment. So I think you should soften that a little bit.
Yes.
And I think that would be very useful. Uh, the other one, let me just quickly have a look at the web page again.
Yes.
So if we reopen, it's in Safari, bear with me, sorry.
And page 3. Oh.
Sorry, I'm just loading. My machine has just been upgraded, so it's very slow.
Okay. That's fine.
Hi. How's
Sorry. I think that there is. I think you just need to explain a little more about. Obviously, YAOS is a very important part of this.
Yes.
But it says that we can obviously have comparison without leakage, and that's important. But I think the other thing to mention is that if we were to keep conducting YAOS with different parameters, that eventually we would be able to cause leakage because we will, eventually we can just constrain it down to a particular dollar value.
Yes.
So just mention that to show that you understand that when we look at this as a solution, we're also accepting that we can't allow this to happen a lot. So when something has been run as a comparison, it's quite important to store that information and then not rerun it.
Yes.
Okay, but I think your slides are really clear. I think your architecture, the architecture diagram is a little. Now this might just be an artifact of the video encoding, but it's a little hard to read.
Oh, because it's a bit hard to create the test larger, because when I create the test much larger, so seem to be a little bit messy. Maybe I try to train the design, become more easy to understand.
Yeah, because you can see right now it's just a little bit fuzzy.
Yes.
And I can't read the text under the headings.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So however you do that, whether you sort of do a blow up or something like that.
Yes.
But apart from that, it's looking pretty good.
Yes. So I will try to redesign, make it more easy to read and understand what the logic of the diagram.
Yeah. Yeah. What other questions did you have for me today?
The other questions about the in the further development in my future plan. So, do you think my future plan is good enough to let the audience know that what I will going to do?
I thought it was a little brief, to be honest.
second is I will create.
I mean, I like the image. Maybe what you might want to do underneath is to put a rough indication of the time that you think it's going to take place.
Okay, I see. Just a schedule, maybe a task list, something. Just let the people know when I will finish this task, when we go and start this task, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yes. So my idea is I'm going to create a simple website to demonstrate the privacy preserving storage. So I think this idea is good enough, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I think so. What else do we need to talk about?
Because we just let the people know that the programmer they can't see the actual data from the database, so only the client have the access right, have the right to see their data. So
Yes.
so what I mean that is once the client log in with their password, and then because our data, for example, some character trained to the ASCII code. ASCII code is a number, so I use my core library, some the core library used to cater the yarn median problem. I transfer into a bit array, and then add a dummy, so that all the thing is already encrypted. So once the programmer log into the system, they use their password. When the data combine with the password, they can see their data. So because the programmer doesn't have the password, so they can't actually see what the data is.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the obvious implication is if the person loses their password, the data is lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one can see.
Yeah. So we instead of it, we have traded a possibility of leakage for a possibility of loss.
So how to demonstrate the possibility of leakage? Because I think if they lost the data, that data cannot recover.
Yep. That's the price you pay.
So should not be leak the data. I can't think the situation that I can leak the data.
Oh well, it's very straightforward. Because if you've got a system where the data is not encrypted in a way that the admin can't read, then the
Yes.
admin could be a bad person and could then just go look at your data. That's leakage.
Yeah, but the data already transfer into the bit array, and then use the dummy, and if they
Oh
want
no,
to.
I'm saying without that, if you know, with your system, you can't leak.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Because in my system it can't read. The admin can't read that data. That's what I design.
Yeah.
So I think that's enough, because I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 page. The first page is introduction, so I already used 8 pages, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. I think it's enough. No need to.
I think you've got a good number of slides there.
Okay.
And it fits into 12 minutes, so I think that's a good start.
Thank you. Okay. I think that's it, and then so I go. I will practice more, because now I start go with other assignment, and
Yep.
since the deadline is too tight, so after finish the other assignment, I will try to practice, and then I will modify the statement. The statement is we allow they delete the data because we want to save the data, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will try to revert that statement, and then maybe send to you to check again. Is that
Cool.
okay? Okay.
Done.
Thank you.
No worries. Is that it for today?
Yes. Thank you very
Brilliant.
much.
Good luck with the rest of your assignments. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Thank you. Have a
Bye.
nice day. Bye.